Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Mind your business. Only on Money FM 89.3.
Welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm Ahmad Akhtar, joined by Ryan Huang. Ryan, you're a homeowner, right?
I am.
What do you think about a second home on the Amalfi Coast, a stunning villa, or a beachfront retreat in Bali?
I would love that, but I don't think I'll be able to afford that in my lifetime, unfortunately.
That's a fair point. These are second homes potentially owned by people who've worked hard to enjoy the best life has to offer, but many of them still sit empty for most of the year, not because they're unloved, but because their owners want variety. So they become underused assets.
Oh, okay. So here's a chance for them to be better utilized, at least on that front. And that's something that's come through with this new idea. What if these second home owners could unlock a global network of luxury properties without giving anything up, just by sharing what they already own?
Yep, that idea has become known as ThirdHome, a private travel club powered by a unique credit system that's redefined second home ownership. So let's find out more from the founder, chairman, and CEO of ThirdHome. His name is Wade Shealy, and he joins us on the line. Wade, how are you?
Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Now, demand for luxury second homes surged during the height of the pandemic. What was the genesis behind starting ThirdHome?
So I got into the resort real estate business in 1984, and I noticed that people that would buy these vacation homes from myself and from my company that I had, they were pretty excited the first year about ownership, the second year a little bit less, and the third year a little bit less. And usually by the fifth year, most of the people would be back in our office wanting to sell their home. And I'd ask them, I thought they enjoyed the island that they bought there. And they said, oh, we have. We just are tired of going to the same place over and over. We've eaten at all the restaurants, quite a few times, and we just want to try somewhere new. So people would sell their vacation home simply to go buy one somewhere else so they could experience something new. And I thought, all these years, why would they have to sell it? We got all these people all over the world with these vacation homes. Why don't we create a pool that allows the people in the pool to travel to other people's homes when they're empty and not being used? And in turn, they can, experience the world without having to sell their vacation home and buy something somewhere else.
Yeah, that really speaks to the demand for the experiential vacation or the experience economy in especially luxury travel. So you've come across, or at least generated this platform that allows them to do so. Walk us through this model. How does it come together where they can put their spare vacation home in this pool and allow someone else to access it, and then they get access themselves? How does it all come together?
So the idea of a home exchange has been around for a long time, but typically it was people's primary homes, and you come to my house, I come to your house, and we do it at the same time. And that's a hard model. Mm-hmm. Our model is slightly different. Ours is only luxury second homes. So it's not people's primary homes. Ryan, I'm not going to come to your primary property. You're not going to come to mine. We're going to go to each other's vacation homes, but not with each other. We're going to go in the pool wherever we want to go. By simply giving a week at our house into the pool, we get credits or keys, as you mentioned, and those credits allow you to go anywhere in the pool whenever you want to go. And you just pay a nominal exchange fee, which is about $900 US for the week. Now, our homes go up to $60 million US. So we have yachts and castles and catamarans. And I'm in a home right now up in Maine, on the coast of Maine, in Booth Bay Harbor, Maine. And these homes, some of them range from $1 million to about $60 million. And so all you're doing is using the downtime in your vacation home that's sitting empty to travel somewhere else in the system.
Yeah, your members, appears, aren't just casual travelers. They're owners of multi-million-dollar homes. So it's a pretty niche band of customers that you cater to. How did you scale the network whilst maintaining the exclusivity?
Well, we started with two houses in 2010. Two friends that had a house, I got them to join, and they were like, where can we go? And said, well, give me a little bit. I'll get a few more members in the club. And gradually, through word of mouth, the club has grown organically to about 20,000 properties in 100 countries. And the homes and properties range anywhere from a castle in Europe to, properties that you have to trek into. So we have a little bit of a variety of everything out there. Depends on what somebody's interested in. And, the hard part was just getting to a certain number, because people want to go somewhere and they don't want to join unless they can see somewhere that they want to go. And so we've really gotten it now to the point that there's thousands and thousands of weeks available at any given time. And so, for example, I'll give you guys an example. Aspen, Colorado is a popular ski destination for many people, and we have about 600 properties in Aspen, Colorado. Most of them draw ski in, ski out. These properties would probably rent for anywhere from $40,000 US to $50,000 for the week, and our members on average pay about $900 for the week. So what they're doing is they're taking an empty week at their house, and instead of paying $40,000 or $50,000, they pay about $900 for the week.
Okay, so you've got over 20,000 properties in over 100 countries. How do you decide the value of the credits or the keys for the exchange? For example, I'm thinking I've got a boathouse and then Imad's got a castle. How do you decide that's equal? How do you put in the credit system in a very fair manner?
So, Ryan, the credits are based on two things. One is the value of your property, and the second is the week that you offer into the system, because not all weeks of property are the same. It's based on a seasonality. And every property has certain seasons that are more popular than others. For example, again, in Aspen, Colorado, if somebody gave us a Christmas or New Year's week or a ski week during February and March, that's the most demand time in Aspen. And so they get more credits for that week. Our system's based on technology where if you join, it knows the value of your house. It knows the zip code where your house is, and every week how valuable each week is there. And so it creates a component that allows you to see how many credits you get for each week that you want to deposit into the system, and then you make the decision which week you want to offer into the club.
Yeah, you have a pretty stringent application process as well, it seems, and that seems pretty apt because a lot of money at stake here. All homes must meet your community standards, ideal location, well-appointed, a home value ranging from $500K to $50 million. How do you structure the vetting process for both properties and members and prevent misuse or falsified applications?
So a couple things. One is we look at the location because some places are just not in demand for our type of members. And so we look for certain places that are in high demand around the world, and we know all those locations. And so the second is we look at the property itself and make sure that the property is the type of property that our members would want to stay in as far as the furnishings and the quality of the linens and things like that. And so once we determine that that property is suitable for the club, then we do a background check on members. And this is where Ryan's going to have some problems is on the background check. Just kidding. The background check just makes sure that people own the house and make sure that they don't have any type of criminal record or anything. And so we do a pretty good job on screening the members to make sure that the members, it's a real trust system because the people staying in your house are doing the exact same thing with their house. But what we find is that we've really, since 2010, we've really never had any problems with anything. In fact, what most people do is they'll leave a nice gift there for the other owner that hosted them. My partner in life, she owned the largest cookie company in the world called Mrs. Fields Cookies. Her name was Debbie Fields, and she had 700 cookie stores around the world. And so she leaves cookie dough in the freezer whenever we stay at somebody's house with a nice note from Mrs. Fields. And so we try to, the members try to take really good care of each other's homes, and we do a review where everybody gets reviewed, the house gets reviewed, and also the host gets reviewed, and the guest gets reviewed. And so that way, if we have any issues with a host or a guest, then we can take them out of the club.
Well, I would love some Mrs. Fields cookies myself. Well, let's talk about the cost involved. Are there going to be cleaning fees like what we typically see on Airbnb, like in between visits and so on?
So we don't have any of those fees. Our platform is where if you come to my house, Ryan, and stay at my house, I'm going to take care of the cleaning for you because I'm your host, you're my guest. And then when I go outbound to somebody else's house, that owner of that house is going to take care of the cleaning for me when I stay there. So it's a wash for everybody, and everybody's using their same cleaning company that they always use. And but our guests usually leave the house pretty nice. Like when I leave the house here in Maine, I'll take out all the trash, I'll turn on the dishwasher. I mean, except for seeing the dirty linens in the laundry room, it looks like nobody stayed here pretty much.
Yeah, Wade, speaking of fees, you mentioned that the members take care of each other's houses pretty well, but how does ThirdHome handle issues like property damage or disputes between members? Are those rare or more common than expected?
It's pretty rare. We really don't have any real issues. I mean, I'm trying to think back. I mean, done, I think, 70,000 exchanges, and I just can't even remember any real issues on anything. And so, again, I mean, like if somebody breaks a wine glass, I broke a wine glass one time in a home in San Francisco, and I went down and I bought like 4 hand-painted wine glasses and left for the owner with a nice note. And so that's typically what happens. If somebody does have an accident like that, the guest usually, takes care of it right away and makes it right. Because things do happen, but we've never had any major things that I can recall. Again, it's a trust system. Everybody's taking care of each other's homes. And they want a good review because they want to stay in the club. And actually, people become great friends through this. I mean, we have a lot of people that have become great friends over the years through the program.
Right, Wade, we're talking about an exclusive club of sorts. It's a niche market of luxury homes. Where do you see growth right now, especially in Singapore and around the region? What are you seeing?
Well, we've started the club and we were heavy in the U.S. and Mexico, and then we opened an office in Europe, in Marbella, Spain. And so we've really grown our member properties in Europe. And then a year ago, we opened an office in the Gold Coast of Australia, and it picked up hundreds of beautiful, absolutely beautiful homes in Australia and New Zealand. And so now we want to complement the Australia-New Zealand market with Asia and properties over in Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Japan. And so we are focused right now on trying to grow our Asian market because we have so much available inventory in Europe and in Australia, New Zealand, in Bali, that we need the Asia members to come in to help take care of some of that inventory that we have.
Yeah, Wade, final question. As an entrepreneur, I'm just curious to know what your leadership philosophy is, how you navigated challenges. What could aspiring business owners learn from your journey?
A lot of times I tell people, or I'll talk to people and they'll say, I had this same idea to do something like that. And I always tell people the easy part was the idea. The execution's the hard part. And, part of the execution involves not giving up. And also putting together a great team of people around you. And so I feel like I've put together a great team of people, and we have about 70-some employees around the world. And they have learned to really take care of our customers, our members, and treat our members more like family than they do somebody they're doing business with. And I took some members out here in Maine on my boat yesterday, and they couldn't stop talking about how our team members with ThirdHome make them feel like family. And so our goal is to treat all the members in our club as well as we want to be treated. And I think that's the key, is take care of your customers, take care of your members.
All right. Take care of your customers, take care of your members. Pearls of wisdom from the founder, chairman, and CEO of ThirdHome, Wade Shealy. ThirdHome is redefining how affluent second home owners can leverage their properties for travel and for community. Wade, thank you so much for your time and your insights.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Have a good one. Stay with Money FM 89.3.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.